Good morning, it's Kinninigan. That's Sir Pounce on my desktop. He's actually a character in Game of Thrones. Um, he is a black cat in the books, and so is another cat named Lady Whiskers. They kind of cut that plot out of the HBO show, but yeah, Sir Pounce, a name for a cat. Anyway, talking about cats, if you could please share, like, subscribe. If you could support my channel. I do not run ads on the videos. Need to go out. I actually need to go out and get cat food and litter today, so anything would help. Bag of cat litter is like $3. So yeah, like I said. The good thing is, at least we are not millions. At this point, it's billions. Um, yeah, about the Madonna thing and her hands. Cindy Sheether said she's in her 60s. I don't know if this is the best example to show. Look, I know women in their 60s, they do not have hands like that. Here is another actress that is the same age as Madonna. She's like within 4 years of her age. And she doesn't have hands like that. That's Elizabeth Hurley. Here is a picture of Elizabeth Hurley at 60 years old. And yeah, looking good. Uh, I also wanted to show this picture because there is something going on with the whole DEI and ESG thing. And the social movements they have hijacked, it's not a surprise. The mainstream media hides a lot of this shit, but I go around and I see really what people are saying. That is the LGBTQ community. The first two letters in that, which is lesbian and gay, they're not happy being hijacked by these liberals who are more focused on transformers. That's all I'm saying. Because as I heard a gay man say in a forum where I was reading in a comment, might have been on Twitter or X or whatever they call it now, basically saying that they're attracted to the same uh, men that straight women are, and lesbians are attracted to beautiful women like Elizabeth Hurley. So, and then you had the a few years ago, you had the walkaway movement with Democrats, in which they freaked the fuck out because that was the gay guy from New York, Brandon Strzok, who was a lifelong gay Democrat, and a lot of Democrats walked away from because they were realizing that they were being hijacked for this shit, just like they're hijacking racism right now. And a lot of people are seeing through the DEI and ESG bullshit. They don't want anything to do with it. Here's a fact that I'll tell you, and I don't care whose feelings I hurt with this because it's the truth. As far as Transformers go, they make up a very small percentage of the population. Like I said, most lesbians, most gay men, not even attracted to them. The the reality is the men that are more attracted to people like that are probably closeted homosexuals who are gay but want to appear to be with a woman, like Jeff Bezos from Amazon. Go look at his girlfriend. Just, hey, if you're a billionaire, you can date whoever you want. Just don't push your. Or elite Luciferians, which is what you're seeing with this whole regime that's in power right now. How they have so many transformers working in government because they're not too right in the head. And I think it goes into the idea of back with the dragon emperors of ancient China keeping eunuchs around them. Even in Game of Thrones, Varys is a eunuch, and that's because eunuchs cannot perform black magic because they cannot. And at the end of the day, this whole movement was hijacked, and what they were doing with video games or movies was trying to not promote homosexuality. This was never an issue. You put their movement back 50 fucking years, what you've been doing in the past 2 years, No, it was all about grooming young ones, and people are starting to see through the bullshit. Because in video games now, you cannot have attractive women. So you pissed off the lesbians with that one, or you can't have straight white men or white women. And also, a lot of black men date white women. A lot of minorities like white women. Uh, the Kardashians was all about pushing that fucking agenda. And here's your problem with you liberals. Your agendas change more than most people change their underwear. Back when the Kardashians came on TV, when Obama was president, you were pushing the agenda of, yeah, white girls got to date black guys. Now it's white people need to be genocided. I mean, make up your fucking mind. People can't even keep up with your new words for people, calling people cis and BIPOC and Latinx. You know, your whole movement's falling apart because it was never. And at the end of the day, they came out with their own video games finally. Concord, which is a failure. This just came out. Nobody is playing it. August 23rd, 2024. This is a woke game where you play as the characters in this game. It was supposed to be like an Overwatch ripoff. They worked on this game for 8 years, and someone had figured it out in a post. No one is playing the game. There was like 27 people playing the day, so they had figured out that it literally cost this studio $280,000 for every one player they have playing the game. $280,000 because they spent like $250 million developing this game for 8 years, and it flopped because it's woke. It's a piece of shit. And here's the big and the European Union had a game called Dustborn, which just came out. This flopped also. It was subsidized by the European Union. They started development on this game in 2016 when Trump won the election, and it was supposed to be a mockery of the 2016 election. The game literally involves using words as weapons, like racism. You can get triggered in the game, whatever. It's about taking down a fascist government because the Orange Man won, and it's called Dustborn. Nobody's playing it. It tanked because people. Where is your modern audience? Like I said, it's not here. And yeah, you play as and there's a very disturbing song. I don't know if this game was made for children, but there is a song that you start out when you play the game. I saw a review of it where you literally talk about killing fascists. They're talking about us, Christians and conservatives. Yeah, here's the song when they're playing it in the beginning, and they try to make it sound nice, but it's literally saying they're and no one's playing it. And then you got let me show you a game that was produced in China, and it don't have DEI because, like I said, China's already communist. There's no reason for they do not play that shit in their country. Um, but that was Black Myth Wukong, which you play as a monkey. There's currently 2,128,689,000 people playing this game right now, and zero playing those other two games I showed you. Actually, Steam won't show you the player count if it's below 100. So there might be like 20 people playing the other games. And they're freaking out about this because you play as a monkey, I guess as a male. It's based on ancient Chinese mythology. And people are buying it. And these game developers tried to get shaken down by a DEI company, and they were told to go fuck themselves. I told you Nintendo has just put out a the rumor is that they are banning BlackRock and Vanguard from buying any investments into their company. I'm starting to think this was a design by the New World Order and BlackRock to bankrupt these companies on purpose. The the Bud Light treatment. You think they didn't know that people would reject this shit? Um, and here's the reality of all these people, and I don't feel sorry for them. The rise of ESG lending. Yes, you heard that. These were ESG loans to put out DEI and ESG infused products. Basically, no white people, women who look like men, or more preferably, women who look like little boys. And you'll get low interest ESG loans, but you have to pay loans back. And a lot of these companies can't pay their loans back because they went bankrupt. Star Wars, um, the Acolyte show, they spent 280 million. I think there's money laundering going on at Disney. They need to be investigated. And all these other DEI and ESG companies cannot pay back their ESG loans because no one's buying their products. It's going to be an interesting next few years, as a lot of corporations have to declare bankruptcy. Um, here's what I'm. Here's what I hope. If anyone's going to be able to get us out of this shit with corporations, it's going to be Trump. The honest, the truth is, he's a businessman, and he's damn good at it. Because there needs to be some type of forgiveness, like for these American companies that are going bankrupt now because they were forced to take ESG loans and they can't pay them back, and they don't want to be woke anymore. They want to go back to making products like they used to. I believe something can be done with this legally and even from a stance of a not like a military invasion, but this is an attack on the United States by using banking corporations to weaken the United States. It's warfare, economic warfare. And these ESG loans, BlackRock should be told to go fuck themselves. You're not getting your money back. Get out of our country. You're banned from buying stocks in any U.S. corporations. And that's what needs to happen, or we're screwed. So we'll see how this plays out. No one's buying the DEI and ESG shit anymore, so I don't know how many loans BlackRock's going to be rolling out. Uh, yeah, so they have to pay these back. This is Wilmington Trust. This is a banking website. Yeah, these weren't ESG grants. They were ESG loans. So yeah, Madonna. Here, I'll show you what her hands look like. They are not hands of a 60-year-old woman. I just showed you Elizabeth Hurley. They're either man hands or yeah. I don't know. She better go get some skin cream that Elizabeth Hurley's using. What the fuck is it? And I'm not kidding. That's Elizabeth Hurley, the same exact age, around 60 years old. She was born in 1963. Madonna was born in 1958. I looked it up. Anyway, yeah, man, Donna. I don't know what the hell. Madonna's probably been sacrificed a long time ago. I don't know what the hell that thing is. I love Sir Pounce. Um, I could make some Sir Pounce shirts if I'm a little creative. I'd have to plagiarize the artwork because I don't own it. But if I drew my own Sir Pounce, a black cat in armor, technically I could make shirts out of it and copyright it. I'm actually a highly skilled artist. I used to be. But it's not a big priority. Sir Pounce shirts out. I'm not stealing people's, Yeah, that's yeah. Get them off them. That's him right there, Sir Pounds. Anyway, if you can support the channel, all the links are in the description. Take care and God bless.